in a safe and healthy way. All right, so pretty excited about this. We're gonna start with, I'm gonna show you the device and then we're gonna take you through all of the steps, all right? So here it is. It's as simple as this. It looks like a headband with some teeth on it, right? This is the HairMax, an FDA cleared medical device. It has 41 medical grade lasers in it that are allowing those dormant follicles to grow the new hair. Now it gets better than that, beauties, because check it out. 3 minutes, 3 times a week. We know our Beauty IQ math, that's 9 minutes a week. That's all it takes, and it's hands-free because you wear it like a headband. We're gonna dive in. This is our first tutorial, and beauties, together, you and I, we are going to reclaim our confidence. I love it. Okay, so we've brought in the Director of Clinical Research from HairMax, Randy Valicki is here today.
Hi, Elise.
Randy, it's a pleasure to have you back on
Well,
Beauty
it's always
IQ.
great to be here. It's always great to be
You
here.
know, you come with so much information, and you've been researching hereditary hair loss for how many years now?
About 14 years, 15 years now.
Fantastic.
I must have started when I was 3.
Well, from the head of hair you've got, it kind of
there you
looks that
go.
way,
Well,
right?
I credit that to HairMax.
Well, we're excited to dive in here. Now, as you well know, this can be a very sensitive subject. Here at Beauty IQ, I like to say, you know, we're like sisters out here to each other, and we talk about some of the things that we don't necessarily love to talk about, and hereditary hair loss is one of those subjects. So I love the fact that our tutorial is called Reclaim Your Confidence, because when your hair starts to grow back, that truly is when you do start to reclaim your confidence. I know as a woman, my hair is everything to me. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel feminine, and it's something I really care about. I'd love to dive in. This is an incredible FDA cleared medical device. Why don't you take us on a tour of the device and how we use it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really a great device because what we have done is a lot of people out there, a lot of you Beauty IQers, may be familiar with HairMax and our handheld models. Our handheld models have been very popular for the past 14 or 15 years, but we listen to the consumers, and the consumers say, Randy, I'm busy. You know, I need to be able to multitask. I want to do a hands-free treatment, and I want to do a quick treatment. So what we did is we took that same great HairMax technology and we put that in the Laser Band 41. 41 medical grade lasers to help you treat your hereditary hair loss. So that's pretty amazing. And like you said earlier, Elise, it's so easy to use. It's only 3 minutes, 3 times a week. So let's run right quick through the treatment protocol.
Okay.
We're gonna start off by just putting it in the very, very first spot right here along your hairline. And you can see it's now hands-free. It stays in place. And look at these 41 lasers bathing the scalp all the way around from hairline to hairline, ear to ear, giving you complete scalp coverage. Now it's just vibrated. When it vibrates, what that means is it's time to move it. So you move it the width of the laser comb back to the next section. And you leave it there for another 30 seconds. It's gonna vibrate, you don't have to think about it. And I could be doing anything. I could be on the computer checking my emails. I could be on the telephone. It vibrated again, you move it back. There's a total of 6 spots on your scalp, all the way to the back here. After the 3 minutes is done, 6 vibrations of 30 seconds, you just take it off, turn the device off, and you're done.
Wow.
Easy, huh?
I mean, that's incredible. You know, it's like it's come so far is the thing, you know. I know that this is kind of the latest and greatest in technology from HairMax, so it's very exciting that we have this here at Beauty IQ. Now, first things first, we need to know who this is right for.
All right, it's for men or women with early to moderate stages of hereditary hair loss.
Okay.
All right, so hereditary hair loss is the most common or popular type of hair loss. And we've got some charts that the doctors use to show what hereditary hair loss looks like in women. Ladies, if you fit into this gray shaded area, that's most likely hereditary hair loss, and HairMax can work for you. If you're down in that bottom area, that number 3 or advanced, that means your hair loss is too far along, and the HairMax cannot be effective or may not be effective in those most advanced stages of hair loss. So let's look across that middle row. Ladies, are you seeing your part getting wider? Can you see through the top of your hair down to your scalp? You know, when you're in an elevator and there's an overhead light, Or open your sunroof in your car and look in the rearview mirror. And it could be a little bit shocking if you've got hereditary hair loss because you can see right down to your scalp.
Right.
Another very, very common one is that bottom right-hand corner, which is called frontal hair loss. And that's where women will lose it right around the edges of where their face meets their hair, kind of like a receding hairline on a gentleman. Speaking of gentlemen, let's take a look at the guys.
Well, I love the fact that this is for men or women.
And at least they can share it. So if you and your spouse or you and your partner are suffering from hair loss, the two of you can use the same device. So it's like splitting the cost. This is the kind of hair loss that you see all the time with men out there. It's the receding hairline. It's that spot in the back that gets bigger and bigger as time goes on. But again, what I want to caution guys, if you look like that bottom row down there, I'm sorry, but you waited too long. You know, the message here is get it early. And because it's hereditary hair loss, if dad looks like that bottom row, or maybe if brother looks like that, older brother looks like that bottom row, it could be heading your way, guys. So do something about it now.
Okay, we love that. Well, I love the fact also, like I was mentioning, that that it is available for men or for women because, as we mentioned at the very beginning of the show, 80 million people suffering from hereditary hair loss. So a very common problem, although maybe not always that discussed in the open and that talked about, it's obviously an issue, and we're excited that we have a solution for us. All right, so let's kind of dive in a little bit more to the device. Let's say we just ordered this. By the way, 6 monthly payments, free shipping and handling. We love all of that. And let's talk about the fact that you have 180 days to try it out before you have to decide if you're going to keep it or not, because we want you to use it religiously, right? 3 minutes a day, 3 times a week. Use it for the full amount of time here, the 180 days, so that you can see results and then decide if it's working for you and you want to hang on to it. That's how confident we are in that. Normally, our return policy is about 30 days, right? So this is quite a lot longer than that. But I want to say, Randy, when I get this home, what do I do when I take it out of the box?
Well, when you take it out of the box, there's 3 components to it. You've of course got the laser band itself, but you also have the charging cradle, and lastly, you have the power cord. There's 2 ways to charge the device. You can take your power cord and plug it into the charging cradle, if it's right in there in the base, little hole there. And of course, the other end goes into the wall. And the device will be held in place right there magnetically, and it will charge like that. There's a white light on this end that will flash as it's charging, and when it's done charging, that light will go solid right there. The other side of the device is the on and off button. If you're going on a trip or somewhere and you don't want to take the big stand, what you can do is you can plug the charger directly into the device. If you look right there, there is a little charging hole, and you can plug this guy right in there. And when you get it plugged in, it only goes in one way. Make sure you got it the right way. Again, that light will flash, indicating that it's being charged, and it'll go steady when it's all done. And you're set. You're ready to go. You're ready to start your 3-minute, 3 times a week treatment. You know, Elise, you also talked about that 180-day money-back guarantee.
Yep.
We call that the HairMax Confidence Growth Challenge. If you are emotional, if you're disappointed with your hair loss, if it's changing your life, if you're taking extra time in the morning to fix up your hair to cover those thinning spots maybe, or maybe I've even spoke to some women who are losing their hair and they feel less feminine. They don't feel like they want to go out in public even. So if hair loss is affecting you emotionally, take the HairMax Challenge, use the product for 6 months. If it doesn't regrow your hair and regain your confidence, you can send it back.
Perfect. Okay, so now let's dive in a little bit to the technology here, because this, of course, the latest and greatest and the most cutting edge technology from HairMax, an FDA cleared medical device. So let's dive in. Tell me a little bit about this technology and how this works.
Okay, what it does, light is energy, and we have found through clinical research the right type of light that can stimulate the hair follicle. What happens over time is our hair follicles get tired, they get weak, they don't give the energy that they used to have. So this light energy can get there, it can energize those hair follicles and help that hair follicle grow back to be thick, full, beautiful hair follicles again.
Nice. That's exciting,
It
know?
really is.
Okay, so let's talk about how long it should be until we see results.
Okay, I mean, some people start seeing results in as early as 16 weeks, and that's what we saw in our clinical studies. But you know what? you really see good results about the 26-week mark because hair doesn't grow overnight, right?
Right.
You don't have to get your hair cut every day because it doesn't grow that
Thank
fast.
goodness.
Right? It grows about 1/2 inch a month. So it takes time for it to start to grow. And then when it does grow, you really can't see anything going on for probably about 2 to 3 months after that, once it's out of the scalp far enough where you can see it and have it make a cosmetic benefit that's visible. So we've got some before and after pictures that kind of show what this looks like. Look at this woman here on the left, and you can see how she's got that thinning hair through the back there. And after using the product for 26 to 28 weeks, you can see that hair is growing back in.
Wow, and that's a pretty common spot, correct?
Very, very common. You'll see this a lot with women, getting that thinning spot back there. You know, Elise, hair loss isn't like a cold. It doesn't go away in 2 to 3 days on itself by its own. It just continues. That hair continues to fall out. And most women panic because they say, Randy, I don't know when it's gonna stop. When is this gonna stop? With the Hair Max, not only does it stop the progression of androgenetic alopecia or hereditary hair loss, but it helps to grow back a percentage of that hair.
Wow.
Let's look at the guys as well. See how it works on that thinning spot in the back of the guys. You can see this guy has got that thinning area in the back there, but guess what? After 26 weeks of using Hair Max, it's all growing back in. Now, beyond 26 weeks, you need to continue to use it to keep the benefits. If you stop using Hair Max, the benefits could recede back to they were prior to use.
So this is a lifestyle choice.
It's a lifestyle choice.
9 minute a week lifestyle choice.
Yeah, 9 minutes a week.
9
And who
minutes a
doesn't have
week.
9 minutes a week? But look at this woman here. Now, this particular lady, she's a little bit shorter, and she was very self-conscious about that thinning spot right in the front of her head. When she was talking to people, she didn't know if they were talking to her or staring at that thinning spot. So, you know, regrow that thin spot. You know, there's camouflages and cover-ups out there, but why use those when you can regrow that hair?
Well, it's so interesting you say that because I was going to let you know that a lot of times I personally use those cover-ups when I pull my hair back into a ponytail because I have one side that has a, see?
Yep,
See?
there it is.
But
That's a trouble
see,
spot.
I got it's a trouble
That's a
spot.
trouble spot.
So you can cover it, right? You can put your hair, you know, the other hair down in front of it, or you can start to regrow it back. So I love the fact that you said as soon as 16 weeks we may start to see results, because I was doing a little math earlier today and I was thinking that's the end of summer. You know, if you think about it, our seasons go by in a snap. So that's the end of summer. And then if we're thinking more like 26, 28 weeks, that's the holidays. That's when we're taking pictures with our families. I mean, how amazing would it feel to have that regrowth by the holidays? That's exciting. You know,
Well,
the
it's
years.
confidence is
it's
what it is.
confidence. That's
It's
exactly right.
confidence.
It's an
Exactly.
event price. It's $419, which, by the way, is my lucky number. I'm not. It's my birthday. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
419. But dead serious, guys. All kidding aside, that price goes away at the end of the month, and that's not like I'm telling you that on the first of the month. It's the 30th. Okay. Tomorrow is the 31st. The price goes away at the end of the month, and then of course we're into the first. So that price is going up, of course, and you're getting it on 6 monthly payments and free shipping and handling. But we've brought in our friend Tracy here today as well. We're going. You know, Randy and I have been doing a lot of talking, but I'm so glad that Tracy's here because we're going to have some girl talk and we're going to get real about this. You know, Tracy, I'm not shy because I've shaved a callus off my foot on this show. I brushed my teeth earlier, and now it's time to get serious and talk about hereditary hair loss. Right where you have the Hair Max is exactly where I personally feel
Right in here,
I
the
lose hair.
temple.
Yes. How do you feel about that?
I'm regrowing it back right now.
Yeah.
It's
Every
a tough
time I
spot,
see you,
yeah.
your hair looks better. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah.
It
Okay,
works.
so take me through what you're feeling and just the experience that you're having using the Hair Max right now.
Okay, well, you don't feel anything at all. You don't feel
She's
anything.
like, so basically, we're just having a conversation.
Yes. And then in 30 seconds, it's going to vibrate, and I'm
Okay.
going to move it back to the next spot.
So even though we're seeing that red light and those lasers, you're not feeling heat, you're not
Nothing.
feeling tingling. So you're just trusting that it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
It's working. Look, you've seen my hair. You saw me a few months ago, right?
I did. No, I'm dead serious. Every time I see you, your hair looks thicker. I'm thinking soon you're not going to be able to be the model for
That's
this.
right.
You know what? Go ahead and take it off and show everybody how great and wonderful your hair is. I mean, you know, Tracy's got this beautiful, thick head of hair.
It's
just
grown back
absolutely
in.
gorgeous. And you know, one of Tracy's positive benefits besides her beautiful eyes and smile is her hair. I mean, she walks into a place, it's her crowning glory. People from across the room look at that beautiful blonde hair and they say, wow, look at the confidence in this woman.
Right.
She walks in there, she's tall, she's got that hair, and